Hey Adam Prowse here. I'm here today with Amanda, who's a client of mine, who's achieved some amazing things in the studio and that sort of thing. And I thought it'd be interesting to have a chat to her today about her story and about how things have played out for her. So welcome, Amanda.
Thank you.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is some of the results you've achieved since you came here and that sort of thing. So what would be some of the results you've achieved since you started training?
A huge result for me was winning the challenge.
Yep.
I won a challenge, an individual challenge. That was awesome. It showed me different sorts of exercises I was only new when I first won, so I didn't know anyone.
That's right,
So-
because you just sort of come here when you first won the challenge.
I started in July last year.
Okay, so for those of you at home, Amanda started on a 28-day challenge with us, and she actually sort of won the challenge when she first started, which is a pretty big achievement. How much weight did you lose in that 28
I lost
days?
7 kilos.
Yeah, so 7 kilos in 28 days to start us off, which is pretty big. But it's funny because we were talking before, and you were saying that before you came in here, you were sort of sitting in the car thinking about it. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Because of the proximity of the studio to my work, it's an awesome place to come. Like, I'm just right there, and I can come and exercise and go back to work, and have my personal training sessions, and then go back to work. And I had the initial meeting with you, and I'm like, yeah, I'm really keen to come. And then when the actual day came, and I'm like, I can't do this. I sat in the car, I froze. I'm like, I cannot go in there. Am I wearing? What are people going to think of me? Am I too big? Have I got the right clothes on? Am I going to fit in? Is this the place for me? I was just freaking out. But the reason why I actually got out of the car was because I knew that I would see you at the local coffee shop, and I'm
Yep.
like, I cannot do that. I cannot go and speak to Adam and then be really keen and then not turn up.
Yeah, so you're sort of freaking out
I
about
was freaking out.
coming in and just being, in this environment.
Yes, I was, because it was a new environment for me. I messaged the Facebook page, Adam Prowse Personal Training, and I think it was you I spoke to. You were really nice. You were, come in, see us, look at what we have, come in, do a PT session, come in, because all I knew was I wanted somebody to focus on me for half an hour so that I could learn how to lose weight and go forward in my life.
Yeah, you just wanted the best advice you could get.
I did, yeah. Yes.
And I used to see Amanda at the coffee shop all the time too, so if she didn't come in, I could easily follow up, which helps out as well.
Yeah.
But why don't you tell us a little bit about before you started training, just like the way you felt and your energy levels and all that kind of stuff?
Well, I was sluggish. Before I came to be with you, I had lost about maybe 10 kilos.
Okay.
And that was about a year. I think it took about a year to do that. So, I thought I looked great. I really did. I started my weight loss journey 2 years ago at 136 kilos. I'd lost 10 kilos, and I thought, oh man, I look awesome. But it wasn't until I got photos taken and won the challenge and realised and started weight training in particular with the weights and learning everything from you and learning what foods to eat and the isogenics as well. Like that helped me a lot to lose weight and to maintain and to do more weight training and just.
So in terms of like getting results, you felt like the coaching on nutrition as well as the training and everything else.
Yeah, it's good because I can when I come here, I can ask you anything. Not only you, I can ask any of the trainers anything. Actually, I was only thinking about it the other day. Another trainer, Aiden, I was looking at his shoes, and I was having a conversation with him about his shoes. I don't know what shoes to buy. And we were even talking about it the other day. That is a huge thing for a person. Like, what joggers do I need training joggers? You don't know. People don't know. And they go into the shops and they just are told what to buy. You know what I mean? It's good to have that, to be able to speak to someone who is in joggers every day to know. And I know it's a minuscule thing, but to me, it meant a lot. Like, it really means a lot to be able to
So
come
you mean in terms of getting coaching on all different things, not just your training, but your diet, what clothing, all that little tiny stuff that you might not know what to do yourself. It's just good to have someone else there to talk to and refer to.
Yeah, exactly. And to see all the other trainers and to see what they do and what they eat, especially. Because eating is a huge part of it. It's definitely a huge part of it. Because I needed, with me in particular, I needed to know up here, like it was my brain that needed to, like I wanted to lose weight, I wanted to exercise, but my brain needed to tell my body, you're going to do it. You know, that's it. You know.
And in saying that too, when Amanda first came into the studio, I was pretty blown away. Like, I think it was hard for her to get in here, but once she got in here, she sort of started training straight away and never looked back. And it's funny because we were talking just yesterday about if she didn't start training, if she hadn't got over that fear in the car and just walked in and gave us a go, she, you know, we don't know what might happen. Like, she might have started training somewhere else, she might not have. It would have been all very up in the air. Obviously, there was a few things going her way with us being close to work and things like that, but it was quite amazing to see the way Amanda committed when she did come in decide and started just going with it. And I mean, since then, how much weight have you lost all up since then?
I lost about 50 kilos.
Yeah, 50,
all up,
50
but
kilos,
yeah,
that's
25.
massive.
Actually, 25 in the last year since
Wow.
I started with you. So
Yeah, so 25
actually,
in
no,
the last
maybe a
year.
little bit more actually.
Yeah, I thought it was
Could
maybe
be,
more
yeah,
30,
maybe 35. Yeah, 35. I think. Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, there's
Yeah.
35 kilo in a year, but over 2 years, there's about 50 kilo there, which is, you know, almost a full person. So that's a lot of weight to lose. And obviously in that, I mean, I've seen a lot of changes in you in terms of energy and just, you know, the way you are, the positivity and everything else coming around it. Because obviously when you are 50 kilo heavier, I'm guessing that's a very different feeling and different lifestyle to now.
It is. It is.
So,
yeah, it's definitely different. Like, for all the women out there, definitely going to shops and buying clothes and being able to buy off the rack is an awesome feeling. And it just like you can just go and grab something and go, yep, that's going to fit me. Or yeah, you know, like it's really, you know, it makes it all worthwhile. Like coming here and doing the boot camps, and we were only talking about the other day actually. I'm like, I only want to do PT. I don't want to do boot camps. No boot camps for me. I don't know anyone. I don't want to do it. And you're like, no, you got to do boot camps.
Definitely, and that's another. I mean, Amanda came in and committed to PT straight away, but there was definitely, I had in my mind that I wanted to do boot camp and PT because I think it's best results when people train 4, 5, 6 times a week. And of course, we started doing PT, so we're sort of comfortable with, and we got good results there.
About
but then
3 a week.
About 3 a week, yeah. We're doing a fair bit of PT, but then it was like there had to be another level there, and also, I mean, Amanda, like a lot of people at home, I know was quite nervous about starting up at a boot camp or something where there's, you know, 15 to 20 people in the same session. She's very nervous and didn't know what to expect and everything else. But I mean, eventually, as you got fitter and stronger, we sort of worked you into boot camp, and then you never really looked back from there either,
No,
training
I haven't.
more.
No,
and,
exactly. That's exactly right. I train nearly every day.
Yep.
Every day I'm here.
Yep, so yeah, you're training at least 6 days a week that I know of, so it could even be 7. But I mean, it's been funny to see though the difference in you from not really training at all to then progressing to training 6 days a week or even 7 within a few months was quite amazing. So
for me, it's both. I mean, it's like the PT that we have where we're really looking at, you know, arms or legs or, you know, boxing or something like that, and then coming in to boot camp and doing the bike and the cardio part of it, you know, like it's just, you know, like really we have this that we do, and then it's good to be able to come in and be with friends, you know, because I have met so many people here. It is lovely to come and you know, everyone's really welcoming, the trainers, yourself, the people, you know, they're just like, for example, I mean, I do runs and things with people from the gym, and we even did a run as an APPT group.
True, that's right.
well.
Yes, you've done a lot of events on weekends and things, and it's funny you mention that because I know there's a lot of people in boot camp that are friends that weren't friends before they started doing boot camp together, and a lot of those people also said that they were quite nervous about starting up a boot camp and that sort of thing. So if you're watching at home and you're worried about that sort of thing, there's no need to be. If you come in, everyone's quite accommodating and friendly, and you know you'll find you slide into that quite well. So how would you say, I mean, in terms of the way you feel now compared to how you feel when you had sort of 50 kilo on and you weren't training and stuff, what's the differences there?
Actually, it's funny you should say that as well, because yesterday when we were in boot camp and we were running around with those wall balls, I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this at 6. I can't do it, it's so heavy. But if I was like 40 kgs heavier than what I am now, I don't see how I possibly could have done that.
True. Yeah, you were running around with a 6 kilo ball, but when you're 50 kilo heavy, you didn't really think about it that way.
Exactly. It was just like, you know what, like, I mean, I show dogs as well, and it's good. I know I need to be, you know, I need to make sure that I'm fit and to run around and you know, and be chasing them, and you know, that's another thing that's also helped. Like coming here has helped me with that.
Definitely. Even just would you say like your day to day, just going to work and things like that, handling stress better.
Yeah. No, that's exactly. No, you're definitely right. Definitely right. I'm a lot more happier. I'm smiling more at work. I mean, it's just really. It's opened up so many different doors for me. It really has. coming
good
here.
to hear.
Yeah, it has.
So I guess the last thing we'll probably do is, if there's, I mean, obviously there's people at home that are listening that would probably resonate with your message, and maybe they have, you know, whether it's 50 kilo to lose or 10 kilo to lose or whatever. I mean, they're probably thinking some of the same stuff that you would have been thinking before you came in. What would you say to those people at home that have sort of been thinking about getting exercise for a while, but maybe too scared or whatever else?
Really, I think that if they're watching this video, I think they're 50% there.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think people really want to come to a place where they feel welcome, and you know, are going to be able to lose weight at their own pace, and that's what it's all about. It's losing weight at your own pace. It's not, and you know, the trainers in the boot camp, they really support you and show you what to do, and you know, and the stretching, and it's also the fact that there's a sports therapist here as well who
Yeah.
can look after you as well. I mean, I remember when I first came here, I'm like, no, I don't really want to be doing that. But then I started training more, running more, doing more boot camps, aches, pains,
Yeah.
in my body. So I had to do that. I had to like try and, you know, make sure that my body was up to speed with what my brain wanted it to do.
Yeah, so you perform better and
Yeah,
train harder.
exactly.
and
That's
all
right.
that
I
kind
mean,
of
I
stuff.
work nice and close, as I said. I mean, I can, you know, come here and just go back to work, and I'm switched on. I'm ready to go. You know, so
Definitely. Great. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
But I think that's it. If they're watching the video, they're already 50%,
50%
75% here.
The next
You just
step
got to
is
get in the car and get here.
that's it. Just turn up and go for it.
That's
so.
right.
No, well, thanks for your time today, Amanda.
That's okay. Anytime.
Really appreciate that. And for anyone who's watching at home, whatever else, I mean, we're doing these stories to sort of help you as well, so that you don't feel so, I guess, nervous about starting or not really sure where to start or anything else. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really your decision what you do with your health and fitness and everything else. But as you hear from some of these stories, not everyone has had it easy or is starting from a high level or anything else. And the first stage is really you just committing to yourself and investing in yourself and becoming the best you possible. So once again, Amanda, thanks for your time.
Not a problem.
And that about does it. Have a great day.
Thank you.